Time now, though, for Coffee Talk. Here's the reality. On this Monday morning, we acknowledge that there are two competing forces at work right now. On one hand, many people, most people really, are in the middle of their normal Monday routine, or maybe interrupting it briefly for some St.
Or on a spring break.
Right, exactly. Out of town. Maybe.
Yeah.
At the same time, there are other people whose worlds were wrecked over the weekend, and we don't want to overlook that either. We now know that at least 7 tornadoes touched down in our viewing area. I've numbered them kind of chronologically in the order that they occurred. You had one touchdown in Phelps County. That was Rolla, Missouri. You had 2 in Franklin County, one that ended just south of Union, another that hit Villa Ridge. Number 4 was across St. Louis County. They're going to re-examine that today, see if it crossed the river into Illinois. Number 5, Jeffco, might have made it into South County. They've got new survey crews out there taking a look at that today. And then number 6 and 7 down in Reynolds and Iron counties. But I want to focus mostly, just for a moment, you'll understand why in a second, on this St. Louis County track. This was an EF2 tornado, at least as of now. That's the minimum rating. Chesterfield, Maryland Heights, Bridgeton, Hazelwood up to Florissant. See that little circle and the pink arrow that I've drawn? That red circle indicates the location of First Alert 4. This track was less than a mile away from where we are sitting right now. Kent Earhart was in the news studio Friday night with Chief Meteorologist Steve Templeton and meteorologist Kristen Cornett. And in the midst of managing wall-to-wall coverage, you guys had to evacuate the upstairs studio to come down here. Just so everybody knows at home, this lifestyle studio, we call it, where we do Great Day, down on the first floor, it's been designated basically the safe place,
right,
safe shelter for the building. What was that like, having to go, like, you're on the air, you can't back down.
First
you got to go down a flight of stairs and reorganize. Templeton
Absolutely killed. He was a machine, and I got to tell you, it was impressive to sit and watch him juggle all those different tornadoes at the same time. I thought he was outstanding. But we kind of thought about that as that could happen. So I came down and set up the computer and had everything just in case we would come down here and ready to go. And you and I work with this down here all the time, right? It's nothing. We walk in, you walk in every morning, you set up, and in about 30 seconds, you're on the air. And so I thought, well, we'll have it ready to go. And I brought my laptop down here because the way this place works, it's so cool. We can plug in almost anywhere, from home, from here, and be on our machines. And I put a bar stool, a Great Day bar stool up there with my computer on it. And so the other thing is that even by the time we got down here, everybody from the newsroom, everybody from the building was in this studio and kind of freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, understandable.
But we were so into it that it was just like, okay. And then I just stepped back and I thought, and it never occurred to me that Steve had never been down here before. And never had to work with the monitor and the laptop and all of that. So he was, and I thought, I was standing back going, oh, he's going to be so proud of me because I've got him all set to go. And he's like, so what is all this? Okay. And you asked me how long, or I don't know, one of you said, how long were you down here? I don't even know. I mean, the whole thing, I told you, I got home and I thought, what time is it? I have no clue. I didn't know if the sun was about to come up, or because we had just been grinding. And so it was odd. It was really odd. And then as soon as I felt like we got up to speed, it was like, okay, let's go back upstairs because it's gone. It moved, and that was one of the things we talked about early on with this is everything is going to be charging through here so fast.
Super quick.
And we're so thankful for you and the entire team, you and the team the next morning, because hundreds of thousands of people were tuned in.
And it's crazy to see the damage that when the light, that's happened to me so many times over 40-something years as you do an overnighter like that, and then when the sun comes up, you realize what actually people are experiencing. And I'll just tell you one real quick story. The next day, on Saturday, the band was playing at Hammerstones. The owners of Hammerstones are in the South County, Arnold area. $100,000 worth of damage to their home. Their skylights in their kitchen were blown out. They had 3 inches of hail on their kitchen floor. All their windows were gone. Their roof was gone. So, it's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy. I'm so sorry that happened to everybody, that this has happened to it. It just turns my stomach to see weather disrupt lives like that. So,
well, thanks for sharing the story. We appreciate it.
All right, in just a